Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host Chris Tysus, and we are here in the new place. Yes, we are here in the brand new house. Unit, you would call it. We've done the official move, and this has been something I've been waiting for a very, very long time, and probably over a decade. To be in a very nice place, and you can tell it's a lovely place. Ooh. And you saw a sneak peek of the place beforehand, but this is it. Everything in here, and lots of cool things. So we have quite a list of things to talk about. And to get through. So it's going to be a bit of a fun but interesting NNN show, because this is really the beginning of doing the things that I've never been able to do online, and many other things. But there's stuff to talk about. So we have our two bookcases here. And we have all the stuff here. All the amiibo packages have been moved out. We put all the amiibos in one section. I've got some books and that of my own down there, which is okay. That doesn't matter to me. But I've put all the plushies and the different consoles up there, and I've tried to make it up. That bookcase is a little bit wobbly, so I'm a little bit worried about that. But that should be fine. But I tried to make sure that I was in the center, so you can see the stuff on the right hand side, and even a little bit of stuff on the Switch. Though the picture does not come out very good on the camera, you can have some, phasey idea of what's on it, which is okay. It's better than nothing, I suppose. And this is the first time you actually see my TV, and to be honest, it's kind of given me the idea to upgrade my TV to something bigger. I don't know, but that could be a lot of fun. So the whole new setup has been really good, and it's been really interesting, which has been fantastic, and I've been happy with it. So I'm very happy to see, and I can wheel my chair too. So I go. So it's just such a great setup, and I'll talk about the actual move, because the move started like on Monday at 8 a.m. and we're packing up all the 20 boxes, and Whisker's stuck in a bathroom for like 45 minutes while they're taking everything out, and then I had to get him to come over, and he was in a car for nearly, probably about the same amount of time again, 45 minutes, to go over to this new house. And he does not like cars, so he saw quite a few different things, traffic lights and trucks and things like that, and he's just going, so he's getting a bit upset. But yeah, a fair bit of sort of moving type stressness, especially the first night. Didn't have the internet. I was very tired and upset and a bit lonely, and Whisk was doing all right, but even he was feeling a little bit funny, but he was doing better than me. So what we're going to do now is show you a little snippet and video of the old place, and really show you the difference in terms of how bad it looked compared to what you see right now. And everything's white lights here, so that's really, really cool. So let's have a look at that video clip next. Wow, so this is it. The Nintendo Ninja newsroom is officially empty and gone, and you can see there's not a lot here. We used to put the desk there, and see the background up here, no more bookcases. So that's it for that room. And if you go down here, looks so old, doesn't it? Old bathroom, things like that. It was such an old place. So I'm happy, and yes, taps were pretty poor. Got that and that, and toilet and stuff like that. Where do we go? Where do we go? It's like a horror movie, isn't it? And you got all this, which is pretty, geez, we're not taking that. And or this. We'll go in the little bedroom. Nothing here really good. All dead. Everything's gone. Got the kitchen. God, this is a pretty old kitchen. So, and then you have outside, which was a nice view, really. So, that is it for the old place. So, you got an idea about what the old place was like, and Whisk was sort of stuck there at the old place. Where is Whisk? Whisk! Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, ho, ho, ho. We've got to have Whisk in the video, hey? Oh, my beautiful baby, hey? And he's doing well, isn't he? Aren't you, buddy? Yes, you are doing well, aren't you? So it took him half an hour to cope with it, and by a day or two, this is the third night, and he's, I think it's the second night. No, this is his third night, yeah. So, don't, no. So we'll put him down, because that was not very nice of him. Ow, he still does those bites. So he's all good, and that's a fantastic thing. So you've seen the old place. I'm going to show you what the new place looks like. This was what I showed in the last NNN show, and then we shall come back and start going through quite a few announcement stuff. So here we have the lovely kitchen area, which is great. We have the lounge room, as we saw before. It's very nice. It's quite a big lounge room. I think it's much larger, and there's a lot more space that we can play with and try to work out. There's a heater, which I don't know if I'm actually going to be using that much. I got a funny feeling that I won't. And then you have this, which is very cool. Let's go through, everybody. Yay! Got a laundry, which is not too bad. And you got the bathroom and that, so you just do stuff like that. And you've got me. I know this is the weirdest way to do a video, but I didn't bring the video camera for some reason, because I'm an idiot. So we're going to move away from here. The main bedroom, well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but I'll work it out. It's pretty average. And this is most likely going to be the new Nintendo Ninja News room. It is smaller. Do be aware. Let me go. Hey, it's smaller and a real awkward size, but we do get 4 PowerPoints, which is very nice, and they're on opposite ends. I don't know. I mean, I think it makes some sort of sense. I think what I'll have to do is put probably the desk here, and I'll probably put the bedroom desk in. So we'll be going off a different desk, and then you've got the nice little thing here. Everything's very white, so don't worry about that. But yeah, I think it looks good, and plus I can put stuff in here, which will be useful for Nintendo stuff. So I think what will happen is that we're going to go here. You will see the desk and stuff like that, because I've got a PowerPoint. Over here, go this way, this way, this way, this way. You'll probably have like a couple book stands here or something like that. It's probably going to have my bedroom set up in here a little bit, due to the main bedroom being smaller and this one smaller. Everything else in the house is bigger, much bigger in size and stuff like that. So it's going to be fantastic. I like waving my hand in front of the camera. So let's pop this camera down and get back to the main room, everyone. And we're back. And as you can tell, the differences between the old and the new home, there are some big differences, which is fantastic. So I'm pretty happy about that. So we have a lot of announcements to sort of get through because I would say the channel's been pretty quiet and things like that. And there will still be some quiet periods because I will still be doing the studies, and I'll be doing professional placement and all that sort of thing. So that's going to be pretty hectic, to be honest. So starting off is the NBN stuff. So this is the new internet that I've got, and I'm getting something like 96 megabytes a sec, megabytes, but really it's like up to 11.6 megabytes a second, which is fantastic, and 4.5 megabytes upload. So yes, I will be able to do some great stuff with the NBN. So that sort of goes on to the other parts, is that I will be doing webcams, sort of discussion type stuff on Facebook, and I will be trying to do it on YouTube and Twitch, just sort of trying out those different ideas to make sure that we're sort of expanding the channel a bit, all that sort of thing. So that is something that is important, and we'll see how that goes with the web, our little Q&As and little sort of live chats that we do. That's really what they are. Now, the other area is game streams. Now, this is the area that we could never do on the ADSL2, the old internet that I used to have. Now with the NBN, that is now possible, which is fantastic. So in the next couple of weeks or so, I will start one up. I'm not too sure which or where I will boot it up, but I will probably try it on YouTube first and see how that goes, and hopefully that's pretty good. Or Facebook, depending on what I feel will be best, but I will just probably do some dummy runs and see how that goes with that, and see how people enjoy that. So it could be really, really interesting to see how the game streams go on that. So it's going to be a work in process, because this is sort of the next big area for Nintendo engineers, because we do lots of pre-recorded stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes with that. One of the things for Facebook is, I think it's time to admit when you failed or you haven't been doing a good job. I actually talked about this in a live stream a couple of weeks ago. So if you're one of the fans who sort of watches all of my content, you probably already know about this. So I think I'm going to be cutting both pages and the Nintendo Engineers group, which is hard to say, because they just don't get that many views, and it doesn't help the YouTube channel, and it's just me adding unnecessary work to myself. So in the future, I'll be focusing more on Twitter and maybe Instagram, just for my own creative website. And the focus will just be on my own profile page, and just posting links into existing Facebook groups. And I think that might be the way for me to go. So hopefully that will be something that can happen in the future, which will be very, very good. So yes, they're getting canned, sadly. Now, the other thing is the mailing list that we do have. There's only about a dozen people on it, but it will get you different updates of videos that I'm doing and that sort of thing. It gets delivered to your email address and things like that. So I think I might put that as a pinned comment. Hopefully, I do remember to actually put it in the pinned comment, so you can join the mailing list and you can do all that sort of stuff, and it will be a lot of fun, lots and lots of fun. The other thing is, we are trying to push for trying to get as close to 1,000 subs as possible. So that's going to be an interesting thing to do, but I don't think we'll get there. There's only 3 months left of the year, and you've got to find another 200. So we're nearly at about 800, 799. So that's pretty good for the time being. So we'll just try to, if you know anyone who wants to join Nintendo Engineers or subscribe, then ask away, and hopefully that works out. So in the CT creativity news, I will be trying to do 1 or 2 pretty short stories, because next year I think I will have more time to do story writings and things like that. And CT Creativity website and Nintendo Engineers is working pretty well. I'm liking how I'm getting regular updates on the website now and doing different things and stuff like that. So it's looking pretty good, and the website's looking great. So I'm pretty happy with that. And yes, I'll still be doing studies and things like that. So on the studies front, things are doing well, and I'm happy with that, and things are progressing very, very nicely. So hopefully I can keep the studies going, and then beginning of December or the middle of December, I get a month and a half off, or nearly 2 months off. So that would be a very nice holiday time to play some video games and play Smash Brothers and all that sort of stuff, and do video game streamings and things like that. So it'll be lots of fun. Now, how will this all go with the new setup and that? I could have put this in the other room, but it's now going to be like a half cat room and gym sort of room. And I think it would have been a bit too close. You wouldn't have seen the whole bookcase in the background. It's a bit of a squashed in room, unfortunately, compared to the old Nintendo Engineers room that we used to have. So that's a bit of a shame. But that's just the way that this thing will go on. So I'm sort of living the little dream house, but I'm pretty happy about stuff, and hopefully that everything sort of works out in the future. So all that. I know I'm rambling. I'm absolutely rambling on. So the last thing is what will be happening in 2019. We're going to just keep on doing news, reviews, and game streams, and just keep on. I think we'll just go to the same amount of conventions. We might try to go to PAX, and we'll do GammaCon again. But I think that we'll still be mucking around with streams and seeing what I can do, what I can't do on those sort of services. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting to see what will be the best way to do these games and stream. So, whoa, so it's been a long episode of this NNN show, episode 88, I believe. And I hope you enjoy this new setup and things like that. And hopefully this will do well over time. And this is a great place. It's going to be a fantastic time to keep doing the news and things like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really, really good. So hopefully everything is better from now on. So still take a little bit of time for me to get used to this place and everything around it, but it's good to be back doing YouTube videos and doing creative stuff and things like that. So that's all I've got to say for now, and I can now do news updates again, which is great, readily and easily with a nice new laptop here and a new setup. So that is it for me, and I shall see you next time in the new Nintendo Engineers room.